Hello everyone and welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room Recap for Monday, September the 25th. My name is Barry Anderson, the moderator of your room. Any questions for me? This is the email address to use. If you'd like to come into our room, just copy and paste this link. You'll be sent an email. You'll create a password one time only, and then you can come into the room. You do not have to be a member of Trade Ideas to participate in our room. I share my screen starting at 9 o'clock, and then I get live on the mic at 9:05, and that's all day, up to 3:30, I should say. And this is a subscription link that you can use. Well, very, very interesting day. I want to start off with Equifax. This is one that I actually took on Friday late. Now, if you know anything about this, I mean, you know they've been beaten up over their data breach. Got slammed here, has had a tremendous fall. Now it looks like it is trying to curl back. So I decided on Friday afternoon that I would take some. I got some here right here at 104.43. And, you know, got as high as 107. I actually sold some just under a $2 profit, and now I'm all out of it. I was hoping it would just keep running and running and running, maybe, you know, tack on $5 or $6. Still going to watch it. You know, if it keeps basing here, I may get back into it, but just thought I'd let you know that. PBI was a swing from Friday also. I got in, I think, right around 13.43 it was. Sold some up here. On Friday, held it over the weekend, and now I'm all out of it. Okay, now let's take a look at some of the interesting ones. I actually had quite a few trades today. I'm still in this Hudson HDSN. I'll get to the exciting one soon. HDSN. I'm in this one because it came up on the evening scan that I do on Friday, and basically looking for stocks that were very, very weak. And then I follow them the next day, and the next day, of course, is today. And a lot of times what I've seen is that we get some of the ones that have been beaten up have a nice little bounce day. And so when this got over $8, I decided I wanted to get into it. And I took the trade at 8:08, and I sold some at 8:20. Sorry about that. Sold some at 8:20, and I'm still kind of hanging on. I mean, I'm in at 8:08, and we'll see what happens later on. Let's see. One that didn't work was a Cala. I just got out of this one just before I started this video. Got a little bit late on it. There was a Holly alert at 16:63. I waited for the break at 17. Actually, I think I really missed this one. And then I waited for the break at 17, got in at 17:10. It did pop up to 17:24, but I wasn't able to get out of it. And then it basically fell back down. The reason I liked it is that if you look at the daily chart, it has a lot of room. So this is one that I will reset an alert, say for 17:14. Maybe it happens later on today, but if not, if it happens tomorrow, it definitely has some room. The trade of the day for me, certainly, and for a lot of people in this room, is this ITIS. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days ago, this stock was sitting at 68 cents. Hit a high of 430. This can happen when you get a stock that has a low float, only 7 million shares in the float. It's had just a tremendous rise. What was nice is that this was a down day, but it, it didn't collapse completely. It didn't take it all back down here. So this was Friday's action, kind of holding, and then today. So I actually got into this one 2 times. Let's just got into this one at 3:15, right about here. It had a very quick pop up to 326. I sold some at 323, and on this candle, I got out at 310. All right, I didn't want to mess around just in case, it was going to really collapse on me. And then look what it did. It got back up to this level, and I took it again. I got back in at 330. And man, what a pop. Now, I'd love to say I held on from 330 all the way up to the top here. Not quite. I sold some on the way up quickly at 343, 380. 403, and then on the way back down 390. I'm all out of it now, but it was a great to trade. A lot of people were in this one. You hear me say it all the time. Just a tremendous percentage trade. You get in at something at 330, and I get in and hold on to everything, but you get out at 403. That's just a great percentage increase. Another one that worked out very well, and unfortunately I didn't really have a call on it. I mean, I called it on the break of 94 getting into the 60s. Was it 94? 93, I'm sorry, 93 getting into the 60s, but I was in ITIS and I forgot to mention it. But I did get in this one here, a short, right, I guess it was right here. And then it got all the way down here, almost got $1 on it, not quite, but it turned out to be a really nice short. We saw this one in the pre-market, and all I could see was a downgrade, but it definitely worked. And let's see, in terms of the downgrade, in terms of the effect it had, that when I say it definitely worked, that's what I mean. This one was a bit of a tough one for me. IZEA, it bounced all over the place. I was able to take some at, did I get some early? No. Took some at 624, right up here. Looked like it was going to completely zoom up. Only 4.6 million in the float. Got turfed out at 616. Re-entered here at 612, and then got out at 6. So this one was just a little too wild. And a lot of people took this trade, but it was a little too, didn't have enough follow through for me. And I believe that is it. I'm just looking. Yeah, that's really it. At a little trade and finish line. Made a little bit of money there, and some on Best Buy. I keep saying Best Buy, but Bed Bath and Beyond. I might watch this one going forward. I took this one. This was from what we call the Tommy trade. Tom in our room created a very nice little scan. Maybe looking for stocks that are doing this, kind of a trend reversal, a lot like my trend reversal, finding stocks that are doing this. And I ended up taking the trade at 2283 to the 15-minute time frame. Right here, I took it at 2283. Had a nice pop all the way up to 2331. Looked like it might want to continue, but the market, of course, is weak today, and it was too, in my opinion, it was too tough to really, put in a really strong trend move with the market being kind of weak today. So I got out of it, made a little bit of profit, but I will be looking at this one going forward. And that is about it. Just a lot of activity though, like a ton of activity. We found a lot of all alpha stocks. Alpha stocks being the stocks like an ITIS that, ITIS does not care what the rest of the market is doing. Here's the SPY. Look what the SPY is doing. Look what ITIS is doing. That's what we're talking about. The alpha stock that does not care what the market is doing. Those are what we really strive to find. All right, everybody. Well, that's about it. I want to get back into the room. So let me just get my little capture screen up here. And again, if you want to ask me any questions, this is the email address to use. You can use this link to get into our room. Just create a password, and just one time you can get into our room, and you don't have to be a member of Trade Ideas to do that. And here's a link for a subscription. And again, I'll open the room at 9 o'clock. That's when I start to share my screen, and then I get live at 9:05 until 3:30. All right, well, thanks for listening, and I hope to see you in our trading room tomorrow.